Hello everybody, it's July 21st, 2022. I am going to do the video today instead of tomorrow for the public here because I'll be on vacation again tomorrow. And I also won't be here on Monday, so that video will likely be delayed until Tuesday. So that out of the way, let's jump in here. I'm reviewing what I said on Monday. Basically, the immediate bear scenario had been invalidated, which is great. It's kind of what I was expecting. I was leaning in favor of the bulls anyway. Now, what the bulls need to do is give us a full 5 waves up. We haven't done that yet. I think a diagonal scenario is more likely, but I am watching an impulse, and I'll show you here in a second. Impulse is a possibility based on where we're holding right now. So in the diagonal scenario, I was expecting a top anywhere in this area, which we did see, a temporary top anyway, right in there. And then a deep pullback is what is expected if it's going to be a diagonal, and we've not seen a deep pullback yet. Right now we just have a light one, right? If it does turn into an impulse, the current leg should top out at 26.7, which means that we're still in that third leg up as a possibility. So I will show you both of those scenarios on the chart. And what the bears need is pretty much any time before this cracks 24.6, they need to do a 5-wave move downwards. On Monday we didn't have that, and guess what? We still do not. So we do not have an immediate bear setup, which is always good. All right, so let's take a look. Monday was the 18th. Where were we? So we were back here during this choppy mess here, and we were waiting for another move up, basically into this area, which you can see we ended up getting a little bit later in the week. All right, and since then we've seen a pullback. So here is the two scenarios. We've got yellow is the diagonal, right? And for this to be true, we would expect to see a nice big deep pullback and or sideways action. I mean, that's fine. Like this entire thing here was our potential second wave in a diagonal. It can just go sideways for quite a while. I mean, it could really even stretch it out if it wanted to in the diagonal scenario. Or if we're going to do an impulse, what we would expect to see is the 3 of 3, right? So we're looking at this orange 3 not being complete yet. The third wave of that third wave should top out right around the 1, 2, 3, 6. We didn't quite hit it, but we did nearly get there. So we're within the realm of possibility of that being 3 of 3. And if that were to be the case, then I've got my 3 of 3 here. And let's see, my 2 of 3 probably back here. And so we'd expect, I forget exactly where I had that, 1, 2. We would expect to hold pretty much in this region that we're holding right now. It's getting a little bit deep, and again, that points to diagonal action. But for now, it is a possibility as long as we hold above this 764. That's kind of what I'm hoping we hold above here. If we hold above that 764, this can certainly be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a 5th wave up into this region right here. So if we hold above 22.2, give or take, that should push us upwards into this area, and it could lean impulsive. I'm still not thrilled with the action. Low time frame is really choppy. Even the higher time frame has gotten really choppy as well on Bitcoin. We've been making bank on the altcoins that some of them have beautiful impulsive setups, and so we've really been playing with those more than anything. But we need Bitcoin to cooperate too, right? Alts are not going to continue to rally if Bitcoin intends to make a new low. So we are still in danger of that. But if this can push up here, that would give us a much better sign, and we'd then be looking to hold a 4th wave pullback, larger 4th wave pullback there, instead of doing this really deep one down, and then a 5th wave up. into this sort of 27, 28K, 29K area is what we need to see. But if the diagonal is what we get, then there's nothing wrong with that. We would simply need to see this hold the fourth wave and then go up here for a fifth wave in the diagonal. Completely fine. That would likely put us more in this 26 to 27 area for a top there. So either one is bullish. Down on the low time frame, I've been watching closely to see if we have any setup for a bearish drop, for the bears to take over. And this was the high right here. We don't have anything worrying coming off that high. We have ABC here, followed by a nice big jump up. And so then this turned into a W, X, and Y. I drew this green box on here for our members. And so that's probably support zone there for that Y wave, right? This could absolutely continue turning into a larger correction. This could go, W, X, and Y down here. And even that then could turn into a larger correction. If it does that, it could do W, X, and Y, right? And that's how I would expect us to get down to the bottom of the trend line if we are going to get there. But what I'm saying is if we were going to go to a new low, right? If this was really going to break down to a new low, we would have expected a very clear 5-wave move down, right? We should already kind of be down in this area if we were going to go to new lows. So at the moment, I don't expect that to be the case still. I've been maintaining that the bottom is very likely in already. It's just a matter of how much chop we're going to get here. The better path for us would be to get up into this region and then hopefully hold the fourth wave and the fifth wave in that impulsive move potentially. Whoops. But it really just depends on how choppy this wants to be. We don't have a clear answer on that right now. And like I said, many of the altcoins are much, much clearer charts. This Bitcoin chart is not giving us clear action whatsoever. But the best thing that I can say is, we don't have action right now indicating that we should see a lower low. This can just continue stretching into a larger corrective pattern. That's fine. Or it can go up here more immediately. That would be even better. But I expect one of those two scenarios to be what we're looking at here. Unless at some point, especially if we make a new high and then make 5 waves down, then we can start worrying again. But at the moment, no immediate bearish setup. So we should be good to continue within either of these bullish scenarios. All right, I think that's all I have to say about that for now. So we'll see what the rest of the weekend brings. And I will update you all on Tuesday, like I said. If I can, while I'm away, I'll do a video on Monday, but I'm expecting I won't be able to until Tuesday. All right, you all have a good one, and I will talk to you next week.